DreAllDay.com.
Good morning, everybody. Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Welcome to the next installment of this touch and go vlog that, as I say every episode, as long as y'all continue to engage with it, whatever YouTube likes, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you ain't already subscribed, share this, like the video, leave comments and all that. As long as the engagement continues, I'll keep doing these, as I say every time. I'm gonna keep saying that. But we're gonna go straight into, I just came from the gym. What time is it? It's 5:48 a.m. Just came from the gym. It's kind of cool in Miami today. As you can see, it's like 60, might not even be 60 degrees outside right now. And I know it's way colder than that where most of y'all are, but for Miami, that's cold. So I'm spoiled. I've been here for a long time. So we're gonna go straight into the comments I got yesterday and address some of these, and people like that length that we keep it in like 5 to 10 minutes, and we're gonna keep it that way. So going straight into it, somebody asked, you know, how do you deal with being recognized and putting yourself out there? Maybe somebody sees you in the mall or in the gym and wants to come talk to you. How do you deal with that? He was framing it as if it may be a problem, but for me, I ain't no celebrity. I mean, I live in this building. Nobody in this building ever said, oh, yo, I seen you on YouTube, and actually one person. But everybody else, it ain't like I walk through the streets and I get mobbed or nothing like that, or I can't go to the mall by myself or nothing like that. So I don't really have that problem. I'm like a micro celebrity. That's what they call you when you got like a small group of people who know who you are, a relatively small group of people. I mean, 100,000 people is a small amount compared to the whole world. And you can just walk around, people don't really know who you are. So I don't have that problem to answer that question. Somebody asked something about outworking genetics, and I'm not addressing it. I addressed it in the comments. So if y'all want to see some of these I'm not going to talk about. I addressed some of them in the comments. Somebody asked me, how did I get into public speaking? I mean, I got into public speaking because I wanted to do it. I knew I wanted to get into it. I didn't know what to do. Somebody mentioned, hey, go to this thing called Toastmasters. Y'all seen some of my Toastmasters speech videos. If you didn't, just look them up on YouTube. Somebody there knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody, and it just went on like that. I'm actually going to talk about that in my next book. But it was really about me taking initiative on the whole situation. That's how I got into public speaking, taking initiative. And it's something that I detail. I detail that story in my next book, and I also talk about it on my podcast, which is called Work on Your Games Every Day. Again, if y'all want to hear me go deep into any of these questions that y'all asking, I'm answering pretty quickly on video. My podcast, I answer them in detail. So some of y'all keep asking follow-up questions to the same topics. The podcast is where you're going to get the full answer. You're not going to get it all from these videos because, again, we're keeping them short, and video watchers got short attention spans. That's what it is. Somebody asked, was I ambitious in high school? Was I as ambitious in high school as I am today? Do I have advice for someone who's in high school who might be graduating school? I mean, what kind of advice? You got to ask me a better question than that. Like high schoolers or college people, sometimes people ask me this, like, Dre, I'm this. They tell me their situation. I'm a player, I'm a student, I'm graduating, or I just started a business, or I got a job, or I just started a YouTube channel. And then you just say, well, do you have any advice? Like, listen, this is just here's some advice for life. If you want to get some good information from a person who maybe has something or is somewhere that you want to be, or has something that you want to have, or you think they know something that you want to know, you got to ask them a good question. Asking somebody, do you have any advice, is not a good question. First of all, it's a lazy question. Second of all, you're making them do all the work. You ask me, do I have any advice? Now I got to think of all the stuff that I know, what could possibly apply to you. If you would take the time, not just this person individually, but anybody, you got to take the time to really think of what is a good question that I could ask this person, especially when you're talking to somebody who answers questions a lot. Somebody like myself, I answer a lot of questions. I've answered millions, literally millions of questions over the last 13 years that I've been online. So you want to ask me a question, and I'm giving you access to me. Really think about the question and ask something specific, and ask something that you really thought about. Just asking any advice is a not good question at all. It's a very lazy question. When people ask me that these days, I don't even answer. So that's my answer to your question. That's my advice. Somebody asked about rest and relaxation. What do I do for fun in my free time? I mean, everything I do is fun. This is fun right here. Doing these videos is fun. When I get on Instagram and do Instagram story, that's fun. When I go speak on stage, it's fun. When I go write a new book, it's fun. When I create new products, it's fun. When I promote my products and services, that's fun. When I go to the gym, it's fun. Everything I do is fun. I don't do anything that's not fun, really. Everything I do is fun. I might do some stuff that I don't really always feel like doing to get ready. Like, I don't always feel like warming up before I lift weights, but I know that it's leading to something that I want to do, like lifting weights. I don't always feel like putting names and numbers in the CRM for business, but I know it's going to lead me to doing more business and living the way that I want to live. So that makes it fun. So I don't really have, when people ask about what do you do for fun in your free time, that's kind of like assuming that you are separating work time from fun time. Like, you got the time when there's fun and there's a time when it's not fun. But for me, everything I do is fun. So I guess in that way, you know, I design my life, my business around the way that I like to live. I didn't do that on purpose. I wasn't like, all right, I want to live this way, so let me figure out the work. It wasn't like that. It was kind of like it just morphed into what it morphed into based on my will, my intention, conscious intention to do certain things and live a certain way. It kind of just became that. So in that way, I guess some people could call me, I guess what y'all call a lifestyle entrepreneur, but I really don't call myself that. That shit is corny. I don't like that title, or don't ever put that title on. I'm not a lifestyle entrepreneur. I'm just an entrepreneur, period. I'm just a person who gets shit done, a businessman. So to answer that person's question, free time, everything I do is my free time. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do none of the stuff that I do in the day. I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to go to the jacuzzi. I don't have to make 40 phone calls a day like I did yesterday. I don't have to do those. I don't have to blog or have a website. I do all of that is my free time. My whole day is my free time. I just choose to do what I want to do with it. It's just a different way of looking at things. And this is something that I detailed in my book called The Mental Workbook. If you don't have it, look it up. Next question, do I journal before bed? Well, I journal throughout the day, and I talk about that in my mental workbook. Again, that's at DreAllDay/workbook. Any of y'all want to know about like my mental processes, daily routines that I do for the mind is in my book, The Mental Workbook. I wrote the book so that I don't have to keep answering these questions. So now you know about the book. Somebody asked, how often do I break my routine and how do I get back into it if I do? Whenever I feel like it. And how do I get back into it? I just get back into it. I mean, it ain't no big thing about it. It ain't no big steps and here's step 1 and step 2 and here's the process and all that bullshit that some of these internet gurus be trying to sell y'all on. Like, this is what you got to do if you get off your routine. Like, fuck all that. If I get off my routine, all right, I broke my routine. Let's say I decide I don't want to go to the gym today, or I don't want to make phone calls today. I'm gonna do something different, or there's some emergency. I got to go pick somebody up from the airport or something like that. Then I just go fucking do it. And when I get done, then I go back to doing what the fuck I was doing. Simple as that. It ain't no big thing about it. And people try to make things sound complicated to y'all because they want to sell you something, or they want to sell you on listening to them when they ain't even saying shit. And for those of you who are the viewers, the audience, we got so much information out here these days, people just can't believe that the solution is something super simple. They think it got to be something more detailed when it's actually not. It's exactly what it is. Somebody said, what is my rest day, the rest of my day consist of? I mentioned morning routine, but not the rest of the day. I did say the rest of the day. I told y'all what the rest of the day is. I think I said that specifically in that video. So this person who asked that question, you got to watch the video again, because I specifically said what I do the rest of the day. And then after they said that, they go ask me, besides creating, is there anything else? So motherfucker, you heard what I said. He said I didn't talk about the rest of the day, and then he asked me a question about the rest of the day. Is there anything else? If there was something else, then I would have said it. I just told you what the daily routine is. This is what I'm talking about. People just can't believe that it can be so simple. It got to be something more. What else are you not telling me? Is there any other advice you haven't given me? No, motherfucker. I told you exactly what it is. It really is as simple as I'm making it sound. Somebody said, do I eat 2 bananas for breakfast? He said, your 2 bananas isn't your breakfast, is it? I like the way he worded that question. Yes, I eat 2 bananas. I ate 2 bananas before I went to the gym. I'm about to eat some spinach. I'm gonna drink some water probably. I'm gonna have a protein shake. That's it. Those are the only things that I eat before lunch. And that's it. Those are all the questions for this vlog. Thank you everybody for coming in with the questions. If y'all got other questions about stuff, what am I doing? Let's see, tomorrow's Friday. Well, today is Thursday. What am I doing today? I'll be working today. Today I'm doing some design stuff, some creative stuff, some work on my website, stuff that you may be able to see on the front end, but maybe not yet. Bunch of things I'm working on some artwork, some podcast stuff, not real artwork. I ain't no artist, but actually I am, but not that kind of artist. That's what I'm doing today. That's it. So we're gonna keep this short. Like I said, we're going to, like y'all again, keep engaging with this, share this, like this, thumbs up it, whatever you do to get people to know about it, engage with it, so that I keep these going. Everybody have a great, I don't remember what day it is. Thursday. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.